What does translation mean to you? Just swapping each word from one language to another? Finding the right equivalent in a dictionary? Yeah, no, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Because sometimes to translate a simple sentence, you have to completely blow up its grammar, turn verbs into nouns, transform adverbs into entire phrases, basically put the sentence through a linguistic blender. And there's actually a name for this: transposition. So what is transposition exactly? It's when you change the part of speech, the grammatical categories of words when translating. An adverb can become a verb, a noun morphs into a preposition, the whole verb phrase gets squished into a single adjective. Stepping from one language into another involves stepping into a whole new universe, because languages don't just have different words, they have different ways of thinking about the world. Okay, let me show you how wide this gets with some real examples. Take the word nearby. Simple, right? One word. In French, dans les environs. That's 3 words. An entire prepositional phrase just replaced a single adverb. Why? Because French loves being explicit about spatial relationships. English says nearby and moves on. French needs to paint you a picture. Example 2. Check this out. In French, il se contenta de sourire. In English, would you say, word for word, he contented himself with smiling? No, you'd rather say he merely smiled. The whole reflexive verb se contenter just became an adverb merely. Example 3. How would you translate selon le président américain, etc. in English? According to the American president. Literally here, yes, it's possible. But you could also say the American president thinks that, etc. The preposition selon just disappeared, replaced by the verb think. Example 4. Here's the big one. Are you ready? Tell me, first, how would you translate this French sentence into English? La conduite des étudiants lors du gala a surpris les professeurs. Literally, the conduct or the behavior of the students during the gala surprised the teachers. Well, in that version, something sounds a bit off, awkward, or unnatural. Let's look beyond the words, and especially here, beyond the noun conduite, and focus on the idea instead. A more natural way to put it is, what the students did at the gala surprised the teachers. It flows better, right? And there's a clear pattern emerging here. English tends to favor verbs, while French leans towards nouns. Just look at the richness of English verbs and French nouns. Why? French has Latin roots. It inherited this love of abstract nouns and substantivization. English has more Germanic bones. It wants action, movement, and verbs making things happen. Here's the beautiful thing about transposition. You need to understand how each language actually works, how languages don't slice up reality the same way. To say the same thing, you sometimes need to take completely different paths. So yeah, translation is weird. It's this amazing art of grammatical shape-shifting sometimes. Transposition reminds us that one important thing: we are not translating words, we are translating ideas. You'll find more examples in the blog article about it on erosophia.eu. There are tons of free resources that will help you level up your English. And that's a wrap. Keep exploring, language nerds. Catch you in the next one next week.